Hey guys, this is Kim here, the Divine Warrior Goddess, and I had a recent conversation where you've heard this for years. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? And really, you need to ask that in every interaction, whatever you're doing. This is bringing through the Christ consciousness. So when this conversation occurred, and afterwards, I realized that this is a message not only for the person that I was speaking with, but for everyone. What would Jesus do? And just like that, immediately, Jesus came through me. The Christ consciousness came through me. And the message was so strong. It was in my voice. It was came through so strong and firm. And the message was, Jesus was not a pushover. Jesus did not let people walk all over him. Jesus stood for truth and love, always, okay? And if we live by this is bringing through the Christ consciousness, okay? So when someone tries to put you down, or let's just say what's been going on in the world for the last 2 years, what would Jesus do? Would Jesus put on a mask and listen to the government without questioning, or trust the politicians, polymentics, which stands for, if you put those words together? No. Jesus would stand for truth and with love, okay, but strong. This message came through so strong. My voice was raised. It came out so firm. No, Jesus was not a pushover. The Christ consciousness is not a pushover. Just because we are peaceful and loving, and we admit the love codes, the peace codes, either in our words, our deeds, or our actions, we're not a pushover. We do not tolerate or let people take advantage of us. Ever. Yes, we did once before, but when we step into our power, we don't allow that anymore. So if you're in an abusive relationship, stand up for yourself. Know it. You're worth it. You are so worth it. You have to love yourself enough to say enough is enough. No. So what have I been doing for the last 2 years? Marching around in a state that's very, very dark, okay? Walking around without my mask. Have a few people said something to me? Yes. But did it get ugly? No. I just stand for truth. I stand for love. In one store, as I was walking in, someone said, "Oh, excuse me, you need to put your mask on." You know what I said? "Oh, thank you." And I just kept walking. That's all it is. We do not have to start a verbal match. If we feel that we want to educate someone, okay, that's absolutely perfect. But we do not get hostile. We do not react. We respond. Reaction is off the cuff. it's anger, it's words coming out of your mouth without thinking about them. So what would Jesus do? Jesus would stand firm, stand tall, and not tolerate abuse. No. And this is what's being asked of us. This is the Christ consciousness. Christ, the Christed one, was not a pushover. What did he do in the church? He threw over the tables of the money changers in the church. He stood for truth. He stood for justice. He stood for honor and integrity. And you can't go wrong when this is what you do. So ask yourself in every interaction, in everything that you do all day, what would Jesus do? If I'm in fear, what would Jesus do? Would Jesus be afraid? Jesus was not afraid. And he also took a lot of time for himself. He gave of himself selflessly, and then he would go into the wilderness to meditate and find his peace. And this is what we need to do. We go out there, we shine our light, and then we come back, or we go into nature, whatever it is for you, and get back to your peace. Because when we go out there, there's a lot of energy out there that we absorb if we don't protect ourselves before we go out. And right now, with this battle between light and dark, there is a lot of dark energy flying around. So what would Jesus do? Jesus would go out there, stand for truth, be the light, be the love, and then return and take care of his own energy. Everything is energy. Forget this 3D nonsense bullshit. Everything is energy. Absolutely everything. That is the only truth. So if someone is blasting you with dark, negative energy, shields up always and stand for truth. And it may not be perceived as so-called nice, but that's, if we try to be too nice all the time, we're a pushover and we let people walk all over us and take advantage of us. So this is the message from Jesus today that I'm relaying to you of this recent conversation. And if we find ourselves in our human self, in our ego mind, what do? We say nothing until we get our energy right. And then we respond with maturity. We don't react. When we react, that is spiritual immaturity. Responding is spiritual maturity. So be mindful of if you're reacting or you're responding, and just be love. Shine your light. You are light. You are love. And you are so loved. And I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.